Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Chief Meteorologist Aaron Minkowski, and we are tracking the blizzard that is in full force here in parts of western New York with that snow coming down, visibilities close to zero. Meteorologist Josh Nichols joining me so we can take your questions and just kind of get you updated on what's going on, what you can expect for the rest of the afternoon, tonight, tomorrow, and of course, even into Christmas Day. This weather will be impacting us through the entire holiday weekend. So hopefully you're home and you're safe because travel conditions are brutal. Winds are extremely strong, and we're dealing with a number of power outages across the area as well. Let's get you updated with the latest. Wind gust. Look at this, Josh. We had a wind gust of 79 miles per hour in Lackawanna at around 10 a.m. Hurricane winds are 74 miles per hour. So we're talking minimal hurricane force winds in Lackawanna. At the airport, 72 miles per hour. Dunkirk, 66. Batavia, 60. Warsaw, 58. And you're in one of the local hotels in the fifth floor. And you said it's bouncing all over the place.
I've never experienced anything like this before. I grew up in New England. I went to school in northern Vermont. I've toured the Mount Washington Observatory. That's probably the closest thing I can come up with in terms of experience here is getting a tour of Mount Washington Observatory and the highest point on Mount Washington, New Hampshire, when it was the fall. And this is the middle of winter. And I can tell you this is the fifth floor of a local hotel downtown. And no joke, not only creaking, but shaking of this building. This is a solid building downtown, and the views are just otherworldly, and the sound is otherworldly. It's spooky at times.
Yeah, those winds are certainly howling here in western New York, and we have that blizzard warning that's going to stay in effect through Sunday morning. Chautauqua County has just been added to the warning area. So Chautauqua, Erie, Niagara, Orleans, and Genesee counties. Winter storm warning still in effect through early Monday for Wyoming County and Cattaraugus County. Allegheny County, you folks have a winter weather advisory. And Lake Erie, wow, ferocious out on that lake with that water all building up on the eastern end of the lake. So that flood warning in effect through Saturday. Here's your hourly forecast for today. Temperatures in the teens. The blizzard warning is in effect. Wind chills below zero. Winds you've seen have been gusting close to 80 miles per hour. We're going to see winds still 50 to 60 to 70, maybe even 75 miles per hour through the afternoon and into this evening. Blizzard warning remains in effect for Saturday. Travel will be just about impossible if you are in that lake band with temperatures again in the teens and wind chills below zero. Josh, what I want to talk about, we have kind of three areas of concern on the radar. First one, down across ski country, you can see some heavier snow from, say, Dunkirk over toward Springville in Arcade. The band, though, that has me most concerned, if you're in this one, you aren't seeing anything. And that is the one in Buffalo that's stretching over toward Clarence. We have our mobile weather lab in the corner of the screen that you see. That is driving through downtown Buffalo. It just went to black there. But
I can confirm that, Aaron.
It is impossible to see out there.
Yeah, I can confirm that here at my downtown perch, 5 floors up. Over the last half hour, I have not seen anything out my window except a whiteout. And, just about 45 minutes prior to that, it was just fine. But right now, it is an absolute whiteout. You cannot see practically the nose in front of your face.
It is trouble. Oh, we just heard something either fall off or bounce off of our roof here at the station. Peter's asking, want to confirm, is the entire county of Erie under a travel ban and any areas in Niagara County? We're going to have one of our producers get the answer for you, Peter, because I know that there were a number of travel bans for different parts of Erie County and different parts. I believe Erie County, the ban started at 9:30 this morning. Right. Has a full travel ban. And in Niagara County and Niagara Falls, and I believe NT we mentioned as well. So the travel ban's in effect. Emergency personnel and essential personnel are the only ones that should be on the road if they have to. But if obviously you know by now that this storm is really just in the beginning of the infancy of the storm system. It started right on time, right around 7 a.m. And now we have the band starting to get better organized off of Lake Erie. We'll continue to see the snow and the blowing snow. And we've been talking about it a lot as well, Josh. We don't want to get too caught up in the snow totals. If you go online, you'll see a number of people tweeting out and putting on social media a number of different snow amounts. it's going to be impossible to measure the snow. And
That's
with
right.
these winds, the snow drifts will be considerable, but measuring the snow is going to be very difficult. These winds will cause power outages and put visibilities close to zero at times.
And if I just may add, I was just speaking to a colleague of mine that works at NPR in Rochester in radio. Her family lives in Alden. Her family in Alden spoke with her this morning and said they have not seen anything like this in Alden since the blizzard of 1977.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying this is something they haven't seen in quite some time. We had a blizzard in 1985 as well. In 77, we had such different parameters with that because
Right.
the lake was frozen, it was full of snow, and the National Guard had already been here to remove snow before that blizzard came in, and we had winds near 70 miles per hour, but over a 5-day span. This is going to be about a 30-hour event, so it's still a significant event. And we're going to hear a lot of crazy stories by the time we start to dig out on Sunday when that band finally starts to push further southward away from Buffalo. And hopefully we get back to a little normalcy on Sunday with hopefully the airport opening back up and folks can get to where they need to be for this holiday. Josh, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. If you have any questions, send them in and we'll answer those for you. And we'll continue to monitor the storm. We'll be back in about 2 minutes. All right, welcome back, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Aaron Minkowski. We've got meteorologist Josh Nichols here in downtown Buffalo, 5 floors up in one of the local hotels. He's joining me so we can talk about the weather. During the commercial break, Josh and I were just saying how windy it was, so we want to get you updated on the current. So we'll throw up the current conditions. It's now down to 13 degrees. Earlier this morning, we were about 40 degrees. Now we're down to 13. Look at those winds out of the southwest at 40 miles per hour. Obviously, visibility is close to zero. Just had a wind gust in Buffalo of 67 miles per hour, 55 miles per hour in the Falls. Same thing with Dunkirk. Winds are going to stay like this throughout the day, throughout tonight, and even into early Saturday. So expect winds from 55 to 75 miles per hour through around 6, 7 a.m. on Saturday. Here's a question for us, Josh. Aaron, any potential breaks in these winds and the snow today? You may see a little break in the snow, but I don't think we're going to see any break in the wind.
Agreed. And that's what makes this such a powerful, major impact winter storm. It's just the consistency and the frequency of 55, 60, 70 mile per hour winds. It is nothing short of treacherous. I mean, it's making travel next to impossible. And look at these double-digit sub-zero wind chills. I mean, it was 40 degrees some odd just before sunrise and raining, and just a dramatic, remarkable shift. And to think that we're going to be dealing with double-digit sub-zero wind chills for hours and hours and hours, combine that with possible power outages, that's just downright dangerous.
It certainly is. And I know you've been talking about it a lot. We've been really hammering it home that to not really focus too much on the snow totals, because the winds causing the visibilities to close to be zero, and the power outages, and of course the lakeshore flooding, all just causing some major issues. And notice wind chills expected to stay dangerously cold later today. Wind chill values well below zero, close to 30 to 35 degrees below zero across the southern tier through tomorrow morning, and during the day on Saturday, wind chill readings still well below zero. Now here's the hour-by-hour forecast. By 7 p.m., the snow pretty much still in the same spot. Tonight, that band looks to consolidate a bit, but still impact Buffalo, areas just to the north and south, to the east and to the northeast. That band stays in one spot on Saturday. If you're in the band, visibility is zero. If you're out of the band, we'll still have the blowing and drifting snow, making for some very difficult travel. So Saturday, Marissa's asking about her Christmas Eve party. If the party's in Buffalo, Orchard Park, Amherst, Kenmore, toward Batavia, no. If it's down in parts of southern Cattaraugus or Allegheny County, maybe. But with the travel bans and the blizzard warnings posted, I don't think there are going to be any, unfortunately, any gatherings occurring. Sunday, Josh, we finally get that break as that band pushes further south.
Right, and it's interesting to note, how this Lake Erie snow band, just from a meteorological perspective, has legs. I mean, it stretches all the way into Genesee, Orleans, Northwest Monroe County, and beyond out over Lake Ontario. and northeast of makes a hookup with the band off of Ontario off to the northeast.
Yeah, and you know what, Josh, they have the mobile weather lab back up. They were in downtown Buffalo. I'm assuming they're not going too far, and visibilities are close to zero. We're just hammering that point home as they're slowly making their way across downtown. Here are some snow totals expected by 4 p.m. Most of you will be in that 3 to 8 inch range. We're all going to have this light, fluffy snow that's blowing around. But then as we head towards tomorrow morning, Buffalo more than a foot, areas near Buffalo toward Batavia and back near Dunkirk, northern parts of Chautauqua County, you folks are going to see a lot of snowfall as well. That's why you've been put into that blizzard warning. And by the time we get into Sunday, some areas will see 2 to 3 to 4 feet of snow, and we'll start to see some numbers are increasing down across ski country as well. Winds,
and again,
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, and yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Aaron. I was just, we're talking about multiple feet of snow. I think at some point or another, it doesn't really matter whether it's 2 feet or 3 feet. When you've got it blowing at you at 60 miles per hour, it's just downright nasty. You don't care how much it is.
It is. And Melly's saying the sound of the gust or something you've never heard. I know I'm hearing just so much bouncing around on the roof here at Channel 7, and I'm sure, Josh, you're hearing quite a bit as well. We are going to take another commercial break. We'll stay on with our streaming services. We're going to take a break on Channel 7. We'll be back in about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll continue with our storm coverage. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Aaron Minkowski along with Josh Nichols. Josh in downtown Buffalo. We're tracking the storm right now. We want to talk about the winds and how strong they are. They've been gusting 70 to almost 80 miles per hour across parts of Western New York. They're going to stay strong just like they are through the rest of the day into tonight and for the first part of your Saturday. Winds, as we get into Saturday afternoon, diminishing a bit, but still 40 to 50 miles per hour. Then on Sunday, winds gusting around 30 to 40 miles per hour. So a bit of an improvement in the winds toward the second half of the weekend, but still extremely strong today, tonight, and into early Saturday. With the strong winds, we've seen a number of power outages, and we're going to continue to see power outages throughout the day today, and especially into early Saturday, with the winds being as strong as they are. So preparing for power outages right now through Saturday morning, areas near Lake Erie and northeast of the lake. And unfortunately, if you lose the power, you could be without power for days, as it's going to be very difficult for these crews to get out there and fix those power lines, Josh.
Right. And, it's always important to keep safety in mind during this stretch, which is going to cause a lot of anxiety for people, a lot of stress. And one thing that, you might do in a case of no power is you start to light candles. The worst thing that you could possibly do, stick with flashlights, stick with battery operated devices. That's the way to go. All you need, God forbid, is for a candle to tip over, and then you have a fire hazard, and then you have no help to come to your aid because it's very difficult for emergency crews to get out in these conditions.
Yes, and Kelly's asking about one of the most powerful wind in Kenmore. Well, we've had a peak wind gust in Lackawanna of 79, Buffalo of 72 miles per hour. Peak wind gusts are going to continue right now through early Saturday. So, yeah, we've had some strong winds. Models are suggesting the winds may increase again just a bit, but I don't think they're going to get higher than 79. But we certainly will see winds gusting 65 to 75 miles per hour this afternoon into this evening and into the early Saturday.
Right, and then that, of course, leads to lakeshore flooding issues, as we've been talking about. The Seiche, with the water up from one side of Lake Erie coming into the Buffalo area, into the harbor area, and of course along Route 5 as well, where they're going to see a lot of splash over. So that's just nothing short of brutal to have freezing spray, 10, 15-foot waves plus, in conjunction to hurricane force winds and heavy snow. I think it's the they talk about the trifecta. This would be the quadfecta, I think.
Yeah, it's amazing. Now here's a view of the 90 at exit 48A in Pembroke. I know I was looking at the NITEC on Twitter, and there was a big accident in this area. You can't see it because of the whiteout conditions, but exit 48A there in Pembroke, obviously with the whiteouts, and I believe there was a tractor trailer and multiple vehicles involved in an accident I had seen posted by NITEC. So again, if you're going out, be careful, because roads are like you're seeing right there all across Western New York. We have one more break to get to, and we'll be back right after that. Welcome back, everyone. We continue with our team coverage of this pre-Christmas blizzard 2022. Josh and I want to get you up to what's going on. Checking out the radar. We got a few bands of snow coming in off of Lake Erie. One from Dunkirk over towards Springville and Arcade. Heavy snow here in downtown Buffalo, stretching over toward Clarence, parts of northern Erie County, along the 990, that third area from Niagara Falls over toward Lockport, Royalton, Pendleton, picking up some heavy snow. Travel along transit, extremely difficult. You can hardly see a thing, especially those north-south roads with that west-southwesterly wind blowing that snow all over the place. Right now, a temperature of 12 degrees. Josh, it just keeps dropping. Winds out of the southwest near 40 miles per hour, so it feels like 11 below. Look at some of these winds gusting 61 miles per hour in Buffalo, 67 in Dunkirk, 55 in Niagara Falls. I know, Josh, you're on the 5th floor of one of our local hotels here in downtown Buffalo. What's it like there?
It's really remarkable, Aaron. I've never heard or seen anything like this before in my career. The room actually shook for just a little bit this morning, almost like a mild earthquake. But the sound, the spooky sound of the wind rushing through the walls, the creaking sounds, the look outside of my window onto Delaware and Chippewa, I cannot see the nose in front of my face. There's a building across the street. I can't see that at times. Whiteout conditions in conjunction with these incredibly strong wind gusts that have just begun just makes this a real treacherous situation.
Yeah, and it'll be a long-lasting event. Our hour-by-hour forecast showing that band kind of hanging out where it is through Saturday around 8 p.m., and then it drifts Saturday night into Sunday down across ski country, so Buffalo will catch a break then. Snow totals will be about 3 to 8 inches by 4 p.m. today. But again, with those winds blowing that snow around, it's going to be very difficult to measure the snow. And by the time all is said and done, we could see 2 to 3 to 4 feet of snow in some spots. Power outages will be a big concern now through Saturday morning, especially areas near Lake Erie and northeast of the lake. And unfortunately, if you lose power, the crews are out there and they're trying their hardest, but you could be without power in some spots for days. Josh, we have about 30 seconds to wrap things up. You and I are going to be together at 5:30 today for another team weather coverage. So we just want to make sure everyone stays safe today.
Yeah, stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, stay inside, and just use a little bit of common sense here. This is truly one of Western New York's bigger snowfall events, bigger winter storm events, and it's just time to hunker down.
Okay, Josh, thanks for joining me here. We'll see you all tonight at 5 p.m. and again at 5:30 and 6. Stay safe, everyone.